I am back. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I have accepted that I will never, ever, 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 ever be an it girl. I have tried so much to be an it girl in my head, but I've accepted that I will never, ever be an it girl. I will never be a that girl. But I can and I will be a me girl because I can only be me. Okay, and I can only be honest about who I am. Today is my first day of medical school, and I am super nervous, but I'm also super excited as well. As you guys know from my journey, medical school is something I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to be a doctor, and I pray to God eventually one day I will be a doctor. It hasn't been easy, and I think I've learned a lot on the way. Because I'm not your typical medical student, let's be real. But I'm grateful to God for this opportunity to start again. So I'm going to wrap up the little chit chat for now, but we will chit chat again. I am going to go get some coffee, but the only thing is, I don't like coffee. I can't stand coffee. I only have it in emergencies. So actually, instead of coffee, I'm going to start my day with a bit of tea. Yeah. We'll have a bit of tea and breakfast. Let's go. Hey, people. I've just finished my first day of medical school and it has been a very interesting experience. As some of you may know, I am actually retaking the year and it has been a very hard thing to accept this summer. And I will be very honest, I feel like I posted a lot of content because I wanted people that I would encounter when I come back to medical school to judge me less, because they are now aware, and I didn't want it to be a big shock. I wanted it to be a thing where everyone knew already. But anyways, I wanted it to be a thing where people knew already, so like when they met me, it wouldn't be as much to handle, as much to deal with, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't have to have that conversation about, yeah, I'm retaking, or yeah, I didn't pass, whatever, because I know most people see my content, and if they don't see it, let's be real, people share stuff, and that was my initial plan. And the time leading up to today, I had been dreading today. Basically, I had been dreading what could happen today. Like, yeah, I've been dreading it for a long time, but yeah, so like I went in for the first lecture. On my way to the lecture, I was trying to avoid everyone in my initial year, like everyone that's in year 2 now. I was trying to avoid them for maybe like a week at least, but I think God had different plans for me, because the second I walked into the building that I was meant to have my lectures in, my whole year group, or my whole old year group, started walking out of one of the lecture halls. And I had not realised that everyone was walking towards me. So I had seen like 1 or 2 people that I knew of, but I didn't really know them very well. And they just looked at me in confusion, like they were confused to see me. And then someone was like, Daniela. And I was like, what? And then I realised the whole class was coming out. It was just that those people were at the front, but the whole class was coming out. So some people ran to me, giving me hugs. And then there was like a little circle around me, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I was really scared. Like I don't tell people I'm scared. I try and act like I'm really, like, you know, strong, and you know, yeah, like just like I just try and act like everything's okay. But I'll be honest, I was very, very scared, because I didn't want to talk to people right now until maybe like halfway through the year. But everyone had a different plan. When everyone saw me, I got loads of hugs from my friends, and people were like, oh, we miss you so much. And I felt very loved. I'll be honest, I felt very loved, which was weird. I feel like maybe before I was miserable, but I'm so happy I saw everyone. Like, I was so happy. I missed everybody. I felt like crying a bit, but I decided not to cry. And everyone just giving me like hugs, and like just like lovely messages, like lovely. They were just saying like lovely things to me, and like asking how I am and like what's next. Da, da, da. And I was just saying like I have a lecture like that started 2 minutes ago, but it's lovely to see you guys, and like it was just amazing. Like and also I'm wearing makeup, so I knew the hugs were tight when my makeup ended up on loads of people's clothes. Like loads of people had the same face plant everywhere, but it was great. I really missed everyone, and I didn't realize people cared about me, especially having to understand and accept that I'm having to retake. I think I assumed I would go through this experience for myself, but it seems like I have a support network around me, and this whole summer, even my friends from home, my friends from uni, every person I can think of that is aware of this have really showed me like what it is to be loved without having to prove yourself. And it's helping me love myself a bit more, I think, and be a bit kinder to myself. And then when I got to my lecture, my first lecture, by the way, that I'm attending, and when I got to that lecture, it was about being mindful, and I just made loads of notes based on what the lecturer was saying, because it just spoke to me on how to be how to be good to myself, basically. Like, I'm learning how to be a doctor, but I'm also learning how to be a patient as well. And it's just giving me things that I could use to help myself in the situation. And it wasn't even aimed at research and stuff like that, but the whole message of what he was saying, it just felt like God was speaking to me. Which is something that I needed at this time, because I'm telling you, before coming into class today, I prayed. Yesterday, I was driving, I prayed. I was just, yeah, God's just doing something in my life. I just don't know what it is right now. But it was fantastic. I will be very honest with you guys, it was fantastic. Just found some bargains. Good morning, guys. Today we have a busy packed day. I have a few lectures in the morning. Then after my lectures, I need to catch up on anatomy pre-work for tomorrow. Basically, I joined one of the medical societies, and we have our first session today. So I need to make sure I bring all the needed items, and I also bring my smile. It's my first time ever watching anime, and I'm super excited. That boy looked